folks, welcome back to GaleForceWins. We are incredibly excited to be invited to be the podcasters, broadcasters. We're also hosting a panel at the Encore Summit, April 8th at the Emera Innovation Centre. The Encore Summit is exploring the value of seniors in today's workforce. And I have someone who's no stranger to GaleForceWins sitting with me that I'm going to ask her, in case you don't know who she is, I'll ask her to introduce herself, and we're going to have a chat about the NLCA being a sponsor of the Encore Summit. Rhonda, for those who don't know you, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Neary. I'm the President and Chief Operating Officer of the Newfoundland and Labrador Construction Association. Our association represents about 600 member firms in the commercial and industrial space. So really excited to sponsor this Encore Summit. I think the aging workforce is an important topic for our industry. I think we need to emphasize the value of experience and mentorship, and we also need to create a culture of inclusivity and wellness so that we can have longevity in the construction industry. And of course, as you are aware, the construction industry is facing a crisis, I will say is the word, in finding young people to enter our industry. So we need to really look for a way to encourage individuals in our industry to stay a little longer past maybe even 65.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting, Rhonda, and thanks to you, GaleForceWins has, I always joke with you, you've blown a lot of wind under our sails. One of the first clients that we had was the Newfoundland and Labrador Construction Association. We've interviewed hundreds of your members, and one of the things they talk about is the workforce. There's a lot of concern around the workforce, and I find it interesting, I'm 58 years of age, soon to be 59, and I'm at the twilight of my career, even though we're started a new business. But this topic is so important. Ron Taylor, Connections for Seniors, this is a really important thing that he's brought, and you're supporting it through sponsorship. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, well, as I said, it's really important for our industry to attach to an organization and an event like this. I think we need to ensure that we understand the value that the older workforce brings to the industry. I think we need to use them as mentors for the younger generation. I think some of the thoughts when you hit 65 that the value isn't there anymore, but there's huge value that can be shared with the younger generation in the industry.
Well, I agree with you 100%. I mean, in the pandemic, I actually got laid off, and I was 5 months trying to figure out what was next. But it was a real indicator for me that retirement may not be all it's cracked up to be. So if anyone is watching this video and you're thinking about retirement, there's all kinds of people in my life around me now that are retiring, and they're kind of regretting it. They're feeling that maybe, they still have a lot to contribute, to your point, right?
Yes. Well, we are an aging workforce. We know that.
I know.
We have the Youth Apprenticeship Program that Skills Canada, Newfoundland and Labrador provides. We need to engage more young people into our industry. But saying that, they also need the mentorship piece that the older generation can provide. So I think we need to be really flexible and come up with innovative ways to attach the older generation to the younger generation to get the skill sets and mentorship that they need.
Well, it's April 8th. It's an entire day, Rhonda, talking about, seniors and their place in the workforce. I'm extremely excited. April 8th, it's at the Emera Innovation Centre. There's going to be panels. There's a lady, actually, Ron has brought in from Toronto. Her name is Lisa Taylor. I was lucky enough before Christmas to sit in with Alan and do an interview with her. Very interesting, a lot of innovative strategies about how people can reinvent their careers, I think, what do you think about your industry? I mean, people that have had, a 30-year career, maybe in the newspaper business, one that I know well, they could do very well in the construction industry and provide leadership to some of the younger people. I mean, there's so much opportunity.
So the training programs and support systems for longevity in the workplace is super important. And that's why the funding that the provincial government has provided us, $250,000 to provide the upskilling that our member firms need to remain competitive in the environment that we currently find ourselves in, so that individuals within the workforce that may be nearing retirement age can have the upskilling, the training, the programs, so that they can remain competitive and engaged in the industry today, and to hang on to the folks that we have that have the amazing skill sets that can offer the mentorship to our younger generation. I think is vitally important. As most of the members that I'm chatting with are experiencing labor challenges. So by doing things like training programs and support systems that are encourage folks to have longevity in our association and in their businesses is very, very vitally important. As well, I think we need to create a culture of wellness for our industry. So that may mean flexible hours, different things like that can accommodate the older workforce. And I think we need to be really innovative in our thought processes and how we can access these folks, because they have a lot of value to bring to the table, a lot of value to bring to your business. So, we really, as collectively, as a group, we need to figure out ways to attract them and retain them. And I'm really excited about the work Ron's doing with this summit. And I'm really looking forward to hearing from his keynote speakers and the data that he provides. 'Cause, we all need to collaboratively work together to face what's coming.
Yeah. There's nothing like it, is there? Have you seen anything like this? There's been some topics within other conferences, but this is totally focused on it. And kudos to them for the leadership they're providing.
Absolutely. I'm really grateful that he reached out and he had a conversation with me and shared a little bit about what he was trying to achieve. And of course, the Construction Association, we said, yes, we'd love to support it.
Your leadership, Ron, is incredibly important. I mean, the industry that you represent is a huge part of this economy. The GDP of Newfoundland it's your members contribute greatly to that. So folks, this is what leadership is all about. Rhonda doesn't just talk about things, she's investing in this summit. This is a very important summit. Rhonda, I'll throw it over to you for a final word.
Yeah, I just like to emphasize, the value of experience and mentorship, and it applies to the construction industry, but it applies to all industries.
Yeah.
And I just think as leaders within your own organizations, really take a step back and look at how you can continue to have longevity of these individuals within your firms through upskilling and training and things like that. And, as I said a little earlier, we have that $250,000 from our provincial government. They saw the vision. They knew what needed to be done for us in regards to upskilling and training for our older generation and within our own firms. So, that's a very positive step. And we've already had many of our member firms reach out to avail of that training to date.
Sorry, I know I said I'd give you a final word. I do have a question. The training will be starting, do you have a...
Ongoing now, yeah.
You're already started?
Yeah, we've started it.
Wow, that's fantastic. I know you had talked about the training for a long time, and the fact that it's already up and running, it's a testament to how quickly you guys move. April 8th, Encore Summit. It's the Connections for Seniors have put this together. Rhonda, as the head of the NLCA, has stepped up. She's putting money in it to make sure that this is a success. April 8th at the Emera Innovation Centre.
Yes, I would just, for those folks that are listening to it, we'll certainly share it on our social media. Thank you for this opportunity to share
Thank
a little
you.
bit.
Keep up the good work, Rhonda. You're doing amazing work for your members.
Thank you.